So this is question 3 from the Year 12 Pure exam. Pause the video if you'd like to read the questions, it's quite wordy. So it gives us some information about CO2 emissions of cars and the years that they were in. Now, the first part of the question wants us to form an equation linking A with N. But the key is just before that, where it tells us that it's a linear model. So that means we can model it as a straight line using y equals mx plus c. Or, in this case, because it's A and N, it would be A equals mn plus c. Now, the information that they give us up here, we can write that down as 2 coordinates, because if we plotted it on a graph, there would be one, this is going to be at 0 time, because this is when our question starts. So 0 and 190. And then in 2005, which is 8 years later, it's fallen to 169 grams per kilometre. So that would be 169. So all we need to do is to work out the equation of the straight line linking these 2 points. So we want the gradient. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if I put that in my calculator, I get negative 2.625. And then I'm ready to write the equation of the straight line now. So you can either use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I prefer that form of a straight line when I'm working with a question like this. Or you can use y equals mx plus c. I've left it with y's and x's in just because that's how I remember them. But we must remember at the end to switch it to a's and n's. So I'm going to go with this form. So y, take away the y coordinate. I'm going to go with this coordinate because it's got a 0 in, so it's easier than this one. Y minus 190 equals m, which is the gradient, so it's this, minus 2.625, x minus x1, which is the coordinate there, 0. So I'm just going to expand this right-hand side. Y minus 190 equals minus 2.625x, and minus 2.625 times 0 is 0. So all I need to do is just add 190 onto both sides. And I've got the equation of the straight line. So I'm almost finished. I just need to remember to change that back into A's and N's. So Y was A. And X was N. So that is the linear model that links A and N. So it's the equation linking A with N. That's part A done. Now, part B, it says that in 2016, the average CO2 emissions of new cars was 120 grams per kilometre. So we need to comment on the suitability of our model. So we're going to want to substitute in the years. So 1997 to 2016 is 19 years. So I'm going to want to substitute 19 in for N and see if it comes out with a value that is around 120. So A equals minus 2.625 times 19. add 190. So I'll just put that in my calculator. And that came out with 140.125 grams per kilometre. So the question said that the actual emissions was 120 grams per kilometre. Our model has said that it's 140 grams per kilometre. So our prediction is much higher. So to answer the question, the prediction is much higher. So it's not a suitable model. Great. Okay, that's question 3 done.